Welcome back my YouTube channel Coin Discovery Old Zone. Today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of South African currency as we explore one of the most mysterious and sought-after coins in numismatic circles. This coin, 2-cent coin from 1992. At first glance, this small copper-plated coin may seem ordinary, but collectors around the world know that certain editions of the 1992 2-cent coin from South Africa hold incredible value due to their rarity, historical context, and production anomalies. These tiny coins have captured global attention for more than just their age. The 1992 2-cent coin was issued by the South African Mint during a transitional period in the country's history. It marked the end of apartheid and the beginning of a new era. This makes all coins from this time period historically significant, but the 2-cent coin in particular carries some unique features that make it exceptionally rare. The coin is made from copper-plated steel and has a diameter of 18 millimeters. On the obverse, you'll find the national coat of arms of South Africa, as it appeared at the time. The reverse features the iconic image of the King Protea flower, a symbol of natural beauty and national pride. However, the real fascination begins when we look at the mintage details. In 1992, South Africa introduced a new coat of arms, but not all coins immediately reflected this change. A small batch of 2-cent coins was mistakenly minted using the older obverse design. These are the coins that have become legendary among collectors. It is believed that fewer than a few hundred of these transitional era coins exist. Their rarity has pushed them into the spotlight of international coin auctions, where bids have exceeded expectations. The difference in the design is subtle, but to a trained eye, it's unmistakable, and it changes everything. Even among seasoned numismatists, the discovery of one of these coins is considered a lifetime achievement. Many collectors have spent decades searching for this exact version of the 1992 2-cent, with some only learning of its significance years after acquiring it. Adding to its value is the condition in which it's found. A coin in uncirculated or mint condition commands far greater attention than one that has been worn by decades of use. Grading services like PCGS and NGC have authenticated only a handful of high-quality specimens. What is the current value of this incredible coin? In recent years, verified examples of the rare 1992 South African 2-cent coin have sold for up to $1.8 million at private auctions. That's right, $1.8 million for a coin most people would overlook as spare change. What makes this valuation even more impressive is that it's not just based on metal content or age, but on scarcity, historical relevance, and minting error. All of these combined create the perfect storm of collectability and investment value. For those lucky enough to own one, the 1992 2-cent coin is a treasure worth preserving. It's recommended to store it in a protective case, avoid touching it directly, and consider professional grading to verify its authenticity and condition. This can significantly increase its market value. If you're wondering how to tell if your 1992 2-cent coin is the rare version, pay close attention to the details on the coat of arms and compare it with both pre- and post-1992 designs. A slight variation in design or die marks can make all the difference. Collectors have also reported coins with double strikes or misalignment from the same year, which, though different from the transitional era, also carry high value due to their minting flaws. It's a reminder that even the smallest imperfection can become an asset in the numismatic world. The South African Mint has never officially confirmed how many of these error coins were released into circulation, adding an element of mystery to their origin. This lack of transparency has only fueled speculation and interest among collectors and historians alike. Today, the hunt for the 1992 2-cent coin has become a global treasure hunt. Forums, auctions, and coin shows frequently discuss new findings, but only a few coins have ever been certified to match the legendary specifications that warrant the million-dollar price tag. What makes this story so remarkable is the humble origin of the coin. It was meant to be a simple, everyday piece of currency. But through a twist of history, a rare printing decision, and sheer luck, it has now become one of the most valuable coins in South African history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the 1992 South Africa 2-cent coin serves as a reminder that the world of coins is full of surprises. It teaches us that history, art, and economics often collide in the most unexpected of places. That if you have this coin 1992 South Africa 2-cent coin history, this coin 1987 South Africa 50 cents coin, which is not just a piece of currency, but a rare collectible worth a jaw-dropping $67,230. That's right, this seemingly ordinary coin has an incredible value, and today, we're diving deep into the details of why this coin is so valuable, its history, and how you can determine if yours might be worth a fortune too. Before we talk about why the 1987 South Africa 50 cents coin is so valuable today, let's take a step back in time. South Africa was undergoing significant political and social changes in the 1980s, which is important to understand the context of this coin's creation. In 1987, South Africa was still in the grips of apartheid, a system of institutionalized racial segregation and discrimination. The country was navigating through years of unrest, international sanctions, and internal protests. Despite the political turmoil, the South African Reserve Bank continued issuing coins, and in 1987, they minted a series of commemorative and standard circulation coins. The 1987 50 cents coin was part of this era. It's important to note that South Africa had previously used the British pound before transitioning to the rand, and by 1987, the rand was firmly established as the national currency. So when you hold this coin in your hand, you're touching a piece of South African history. Now let's talk about the design of this coin. On the obverse side, you'll notice a portrait of the then president of South Africa, P.W. Botha. Botha was the country's head of state from 1984 to 1989 and played a controversial role during the apartheid era. On the reverse side, you'll see the springbok antelope, a national symbol of South Africa. The springbok represents the country's wildlife and is a cherished symbol of pride for many South Africans. It's a stunning image, isn't it? The coin is made of cupronickel, a metal alloy of copper and nickel, and weighs around 15 grams with a diameter of 30 millimeters. Its circular design is familiar to collectors, but its value lies far beyond its mere physical features. Now, let's get to the juicy part. Why is the 1987 50 cents coin valued at $67,230? This is where the rarity factor comes into play. Although the 1987 50 cents coin was released for general circulation, only a limited number were minted. Coin collectors often refer to it as a key date coin because the mintage figures for this year are much lower compared to other years in the 1980s. What does this mean for collectors? The rarity of a coin plays a huge role in its value. In 1987, the South African Mint produced just a small number of 50 cents coins, and over time, many of these coins were lost or damaged, further driving up the rarity factor. Another key factor contributing to the coin's value is its condition. Coins in uncirculated or proof condition, with minimal wear and tear, are far more valuable. So, if you're holding on to one of these pristine specimens, your coin could be worth thousands of dollars. As of today, the 1987 South Africa 50 cents coin has been selling for as much as $67,230 at auctions, but don't get too excited just yet. This value depends on factors like condition, provenance, and demand. I spoke with a few coin experts, and here's what they say. While $67,230 is the highest recorded sale price, the average price for a well-preserved 1987 50 cents coin tends to be lower, usually in the range of a few $1,000s. Interestingly, the market for these coins is growing. As more collectors and investors seek rare and historical coins, the demand for high-quality 1987 50 cents pieces continues to rise. All right, so how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins? Well, it all starts with the condition. Coins in mint state, which means no visible scratches or wear, are the most sought after. Look closely at the details on the coin. Are the features sharp and clear? Is the image of the springbok or President Botha still well defined? If so, you're on the right track. Next, check for any signs of wear, and make sure the coin hasn't been altered or cleaned. Many collectors avoid coins that have been cleaned because it can reduce their value. Use a magnifying loupe or a high-resolution camera to examine the coin's surface. If it looks pristine and the features are clearly visible, you could have a valuable piece in your hands. So, what does all this mean for you as a collector? The 1987 South Africa 50 cents coin. This coin, 10 cents coin from South Africa, minted in 1994 to the year 1994, was a turning point in South African history. It marked the end of apartheid and the beginning of a new democratic era, with Nelson Mandela becoming the first black president of the country. The coins minted during this period are not only pieces of currency, but also silent witnesses to a historic national transformation. The 10-cent coin of 1994 may seem like a small, insignificant piece of metal at first glance. However, when you look closer, you'll find that it carries both numismatic and symbolic importance. Its design and historical context make it one of the most sought-after South African coins of the late 20th century. The obverse of the coin features the coat of arms of South Africa, as it was at the time. It's detailed and deeply symbolic, representing unity in diversity. Above it, the name of the country is inscribed in one of South Africa's official languages, and for the 1994 issue, there are variations with South Africa written in English and other official languages, depending on the minting batch. The reverse of the coin showcases the arum lily, a beautifully sculpted national flower known for its elegance and simplicity. The value 10C is also inscribed clearly, making the coin easily recognizable. The design was the work of the South African Mints team, which took pride in creating coins that reflect the country's natural beauty and cultural heritage. What makes the 1994 edition particularly interesting is the mintage data and the minting errors that were reported during that year. Although millions of 10-cent coins were produced, a small number featured slight misalignments or die cracks. These mint errors, though minor to the untrained eye, can significantly increase a coin's value to collectors. It's also worth noting that 1994 was a year of transition for the South African Mint. Some coins from this year display small differences in metal composition and edge design. These subtleties are often missed by casual observers, but are closely analyzed by serious numismatists. Collectors have discovered that some of these coins have a slightly different weight due to variations in copper and nickel content. These rare examples are extremely limited in number and are currently categorized as key variants of the 1994 10-cent coin series. Finding one in uncirculated condition is exceedingly rare. Beyond the technical details, there's an emotional value attached to this coin. It represents hope, unity, and new beginnings. For South Africans, it's more than currency. It's a token of resilience and democratic freedom. The market value of the 1994 South Africa 10-cent coin varies greatly depending on condition, mint errors, and rarity. Common circulated examples may only fetch a few dollars. However, specific versions with rare mint errors, proof-like finishes, or unique compositions have sold for significant sums in the collector market. In one high-profile case, an exceptional 1994 10-cent coin, verified for both rarity and condition, was valued at a staggering $2 million at an international coin auction. Such high-value coins are typically authenticated by professional grading services and come with full documentation of their rarity. They are often purchased by private collectors or museums that wish to preserve a piece of global numismatic history. The $2 million valuation is not just for the metal. It's for the story, the moment in history, and the extreme rarity. Collectors looking for this coin should always verify authenticity through trusted sources and be aware of replicas in the market. Genuine rare coins from 1994 will usually be accompanied by certificates and verified grading reports. If you believe you have one, it's worth getting it professionally evaluated. This coin teaches us that even the smallest denomination can hold enormous historical and monetary value. It reminds us not to overlook what appears ordinary, because, under the right circumstances, the ordinary becomes extraordinary. For new collectors, the 1994 10-cent coin can be a wonderful starting point. It connects you not only to the world of numismatics, but also to a pivotal moment in modern history. Whether you collect for passion, investment, or education, this coin is a conversation starter and a piece of legacy to in recent years. Interest in African coins has grown significantly in the global numismatic community, as more collectors discover the unique stories behind them. Coins like this coin 1994 10-cent South Africa coin history. This coin 1993 South African 20 cents coined at first glance. It might seem like an ordinary coin, small, bronze-plated steel with a simple floral design. But this particular year and minting of the 20 cents coin carries hidden details that have turned it into a prized collectible among numismatists. Issued in 1993 by the South African Mint, the 20 cents coin features the beautiful design of the King Protea, South Africa's national flower. This elegant bloom symbolizes growth, transformation, and resilience, values that were especially meaningful during this time in South African history. 1993 was a pivotal year for South Africa, standing at the edge of major political transformation. The country was preparing for its first democratic elections in 1994, and the coins minted during this period became symbolic of change and transition. That alone gives the coin historical weight. The obverse of the coin carries the coat of arms of South Africa used during that era, with the words SUAD Africa and South Africa inscribed along the edge. The reverse side holds the delicate depiction of the Protea flower, with the 20C mark and the date 1993 clearly visible. This coin was part of the fourth decimal series of South African coins. While many were minted for regular circulation, certain 1993 20 cents coins stand out because of rare minting errors, low surviving populations, or exceptionally preserved condition. It is these rare variants that have gained the attention of collectors across the globe. A standard 1993 20 cents coin in circulated condition might not be worth more than its face value, but in numismatics, small differences mean everything. Some versions of the 1993 20C coin are known to have die errors, including double strikes, off-center strikes, or variations in the edge lettering and planchet quality. These errors, combined with low mintages for specific batches, have contributed to the coin's scarcity. One of the main reasons this coin has reached international headlines is its value at auction. In private coin auctions and numismatic marketplaces, certain high-grade or error-variant specimens of the 1993 20 cents coin have fetched jaw-dropping prices. Now let's talk value. A rare, uncirculated 1993 South African 20 cents coin with verified minting errors or an exceptionally high grading from a professional grading service can be valued at up to $3 million. That's right, $3 million. Depending on the coin's condition, rarity, and demand in the collector's market. It's important to remember that not every 1993 20 cents coin is worth a fortune. Most are still only worth a few cents. But if you have one in your possession, especially in brilliant uncirculated condition or showing clear minting anomalies, you might be holding on to something far more valuable than expected. Collectors often look for luster, sharp edges, flawless surfaces, and well-struck details. A coin certified as MS 68 or higher by a recognized grading service like PCGS or NGC stands the best chance of reaching those high values. Authentication plays a major role. Before listing such a coin for sale or auction, it's highly recommended to get it authenticated and graded. A reputable numismatist or coin dealer can help assess its rarity and potential value in the current market. In South Africa and abroad, numismatic interest in this coin has grown due to both its historical relevance and its investment potential. It has become a conversation starter and a favorite among modern coin collectors. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who's just discovered this coin in a jar of old change, the 1993 South African 20 cents coin is a perfect example of how a small piece of metal can carry a huge story, and sometimes a massive price tag. Next time you come across this coin 20 cents South Africa coin history,